Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was this young Kenyan man, ambitious, talented, and he was hungry for success. He stepped into the limelight, became a familiar face on TV, a voice on radio, a master of ceremony on many huge stages. The fame came, the recognition came, the smiles in the streets, in the supermarkets, the photos at events, the I admire your work messages and handshakes. That young man was me. And this is a part that no one tells you. Fame is a beautiful looking trap. I mean, who doesn't want to be known, to be celebrated? It's flattering. You feel seen, you feel important. You walk into rooms and people already know your name. You're not looking for opportunities, those opportunities are looking for you. If you're famous, and I mean in Kenya or any other part of the world, when you're famous, you're expected to be rich, confident, always on, Fame is treated like a full-time personality. You become public property. But what they don't show you is that behind all the glitz and the glamour, sometimes you're just tired, you're broke, you're lonely, and lost. You see, I once made a career move that would enrich me. I left the media, joined the public service. On paper, it made sense to me. In real life, it meant being away from my family, my friends, the environment I was familiar with, juggling bills with half the income that I used to earn, that I was used to, and sometimes borrowing just to maintain the image that people expect of me. I got into debt and I tried to start businesses that failed. But I hid my truth behind my smile because I thought that's what famous people do. At some point, my marriage collapsed. My mental health was buried under shame and in silence. But how could I say that out loud? I was Eddy Kimani, the public figure, the strong guy, the celebrity, the guy who had it all together. And this is what I want to say to anyone who's dreaming of fame. It's not bad, but it's not what you think it is. Fame in Kenya doesn't come with praise. It comes with assumptions that you must be rich, you must be sorted, you must be okay, you cannot complain because others have it worse, right? You lose the freedom to just be a human being. And in this country, like any other countries, once you show your cracks, people stop looking at you with admiration and they start whispering with judgment. In 2016, I hit rock bottom proper. I was in South Coast, away from what I thought were my problems, that I was running away from them. I needed to be alone, and by alone, I mean I was ready to give up entirely. The voice in my head, the one that has been quiet all along, was screaming, "You have failed, Eddie. You have disappointed everyone, so what's the point?" I almost listened to it. And then a stranger recognized me, Kunda. He didn't ask me for a selfie. He did not say that I love your work. He looked at me as a human being and asked me, "Are you okay?" It's so freeing when you no longer have to perform. And that's what I want more of us, especially men, especially those in the public eye, to realize that you do not need to look strong. You just need to be well. That's all. This celebrity personality space here is brutal, and you'll be famous and broke. You'll be booked to do a job but not get paid. You'll be trending on Thursday and forgotten by Tuesday. And if you're open about your struggles, people will say, "What's a kutafuta sympathy bana? You've had your time." There are people right now, faces that you admire on screen, voices you follow on air, who go home and cry into pillows because they cannot afford therapy. but cannot risk looking weak in the public. I've been that guy. Now, let me talk to my younger brothers and sisters, the Gen Zs, the TikTok generation, the Insta famous crew, the ones born with phones in their hands, hashtags in their bios and soft life on their vision boards. I see you. You want to be seen, you want to create, you want your voice to matter. That's very powerful. You've built movements, you've formed memes, you've challenged systems with one post. I respect it. But I want to offer you some advice. Fame is not freedom. Visibility is not validation. You do not have to go viral to be validated. You're not a brand. You're a person. You have feelings, you get tired. You don't owe the internet your entire life just to stay relevant. You do not. You know what I've learned in life? Fame is not success. Inner peace is. You do not need millions of followers. You need one or two people who truly see you. You need to heal. You don't need to chase visibility. You need to chase purpose and your peace. Today I speak about mental health because I've lived it. I'm passionate about helping others avoid the mistakes. Like mistakes that I did by wearing, the mask of fame. Because I've realized being seen is not being the same as being known. And most of the time, the people clapping the loudest don't even know your real name. They don't. Right now, I'm in a place of quiet strength, not because everything is perfect, but because I've faced the storm and I'm still here. Wiser, more grounded. It doesn't mean that I'm not facing any challenges. I am. But now, at this point, I'm much more better equipped to face them and face all life throws at me. Going through those dark seasons stripped away the noise and the ego. And this forced me to meet myself without the mask. It's in that brokenness that I found healing. I have made peace with my past and with my past. I have forgiven myself for things that I did not know then. And now I live with more intention and with less performance. My choices are not loud. It's waking up and knowing that I don't have to pretend. I have learned to breathe fully again, to speak honestly, and to walk through life knowing that even in my imperfections, I am enough. Art, it saved my life. In the midst of my breakdown, when everything felt like it was all falling apart, art gave me something to hold on to. It gave my pain a voice through learning how to make sculptures. I kept on pursued acting and continued doing things that I was passionate about and loved. And I began to process my journey, not for applause, but for healing. This created some form of therapy for me. Creating became also a way for me to come to terms with where I was. Telling stories, whether on stage or behind the mic, reminded me of who I really am beyond those labels. And moving to Mombasa, which was one of the best decisions I ever made. The slower pace, the ocean, the space to breathe. It gave my mind room to recover. I found peace in simplicity, purpose, in creativity. And for the first time in a very long time, I started living, not just performing. Now, I love the silence more than the spotlight. I love authenticity than applause. I value being grounded more than being followed. If fame ever came back or ever comes back, it will find me whole this time, not hungry to be validated, not afraid of being real. So if you're still chasing the spotlight, chase it, but take your soul with you, because when the lights go out, and they will at some point, you better like the person that you're alone with, that you've become. And to my Gen Z brothers and sisters again, you are not the future. You're not just the future. You are the present. Take care of it.